Yes, of course. There's the keys. Did you have any questions for me at this time?
Nah, I'm good.
Perfect.
You have a ride?
Yes, I do. They're going to take me back here very soon.
Okay.
Yes, you have an excellent day. I'm just going to get off your way a little bit here, and I'll just be right here.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Of course. You have an excellent day.
Thank you.
Totally understandable. It makes sense. And one thing I did want to ask you is, did you have any questions about the vehicle before I started my spiel? Or
Not really.
okay.
Do your thing, brother.
Cool. I'll show you. I like to show people through. So what I'll do is I'll open this back. In the XLE, you're going to have the automatic lift gate here.
Okay.
So in the back here, you will see you have your rubberized mats.
All right.
And this is going to be the mats for the rest of the vehicle.
Cool.
And the seats do fold down very easily. I always like to show folks how easy they fold right down like that. And both sides do that. Also here you have your tonneau cover. Your tonneau cover clicks in like that. And if ever it's in your way, you can go ahead and just click it right out. Keep in mind, that's just for keeping like gifts and stuff like that hidden or produce a little bit cooler. And then you also have this button here, and that will shut the vehicle. You never want to really pull down on it because it's just better to let it do its thing.
Right.
The only thing really I wanted to point out about the back is you have your seats and it's nice back there, but you also have the fast charging ports for the newer type of cell phones, and you also have AC vents, so it's going to cool down really quickly. And then in the middle here you have some cup holders like I'm sure you're used to seeing. Perfect. So if you're on the driver's side, I'll hop in on the passenger side and go over some of those features.
Okay, cool.
Yo, dun tayo sa likod.
Go get inside for you.
Completely silent when you said to start it up, so expect that.
So just
Foot on the brake and the power button there. And it is on. It is on.
right.
Yeah, so I'll make sure the AC is going so we're not cooking in here too bad.
right.
There we go. So I like to start in the mid console and work my way. So you have actually, not only do you have the fast charging ports, but you also have the new USB-C. So that's a really nice feature to have. In the hybrid, you are also going to have some different modes here. So this, as the vehicle starts, it'll be the normal mode, which is a push of that button there where it already was. If you shimmy it to the left, it's going to put you in eco mode. And what eco does is it keeps the car in front wheel drive, so that way you're just expending less fuel. Over in sport mode, it's going to tighten up your steering and suspension, so it's really good for like windy roads. And then you can always push back to normal. EV mode keeps the vehicle completely electric below around 15 miles an hour, and so that way if you're in bumper to bumper traffic, something like that, you're not wasting a bunch of gas. And then trail mode is just going to adjust how your all-wheel drive system reacts to slippage, giving you a little bit better traction in inclement weather, rock roads, stuff like that.
How about like snow? So.
This would be where you would want to be for snow. If it was just a light snow, honestly, you'd be good to leave it in normal mode, because the way the all-wheel drive system works is it detects slippage to the tires, so it's pretty good in normal mode.
Oh, cool.
Are you familiar with this type of parking brake here?
Yeah, I do have one in my...
Perfect. And then does it have the assist on yours as well?
Yes,
beautiful. So right here, you're going to have your wireless QI charger. Here will be the switch for your heated seats. Traction control for if you want it to slip around a bit. And then in these, does your Ascent also have dual climate control?
I do have.
So you're familiar with that?
Yeah.
Also, are you familiar with the Apple CarPlay feature and Android Auto?
I have to plug it in my car though.
So these ones still plug in on the RAV4s, but that plug-in is right here because it's a standard USB that's not a fast charger, so it won't like overdo your battery. Other than that, up here, all these can be customized. You can pick what you want to see, what information is displayed here, and then you can also change the color scheme. And since you have a red car, actually it's going to be right in here. A lot of folks do the red theme to kind of match their car. So it looks really sharp. It looks a lot better, doesn't it? And other than that, I'll move over. before, because I always almost forget. So these are super special. So this is actually a digital rear view mirror.
Oh.
So when you flip it, it's a much more zoomed in image, and it's kind of hard to get used to, but it's really nice because you have a lot more visibility with it.
Okay.
Also on the side here, all of these can be programmed as garage door openers.
Oh, okay.
These vehicles, one thing I like to say, the fuel economy rating is 41 city, 39 highway. I once had to deliver one almost to the Oregon border, and by the time I got there, it was a lot of city, a lot of highway, and I had 39. So it's really true to what it says.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Here's going to be your instant fuel economy, so you'll see how you're doing in the moment. And this is not a bad screen to be on because it can kind of teach you what gives your car the best fuel mileage if you're new to hybrid. And then right here, it just shows you your EV driving ratio. So this car has really never really used that much gas because it hasn't been driven that fast yet. Over here is a visual representation of your lane trace assist. So in this vehicle, and I know some of the Ascents do it too, does yours have like an active steering assist as well? This has that same thing. If you do like it, great. If not, you can turn it off in the settings menu.
Gotcha.
Back over here, so that's the only thing on that page. Over on this will display your music, whether it's XM, FM, AM, Bluetooth, or your Apple Carplay. Here is distance traveled to the amount of time the vehicle's been turned over. This will show you how your all-wheel drive system is working, and I'll explain that to you very quickly. So in your engine bay, you have a 4-cylinder engine and an inverter converter. You also are going to have motor 1 and motor 2 on the front and rear driver's side tires. The inverter converter gives power to those motors, and the 4-cylinder engine is going to be responsible for acceleration in the higher speeds, as well as giving initial power to the inverter converter. And then you'll see all that power cycling right through here. Lastly, in this hybrid here, every time you're coasting, hitting the brakes, or anytime the inverter converter has an excess amount of energy, it'll convert it back into the battery. The batteries are completely self-sustaining and are warranted for 10 years, and I believe it's 150,000 miles.
Yes, I did my research to that one though.
There you go. Good. Tire pressures all around. All-wheel drive system, so you'll see exactly what wheel is getting what tire. And this one's an interesting screen to look at too because it's pretty impressive how it works. And then over here are going to be all your settings. So the lane trace assist, the pre-collision system, I think we are clear on. The blind spot monitors on the side of your mirrors there. You have a front parking sensor, so if there's anything like a small scooter or bike like in your driveway and you're about to hit it, the car will let you know and actually stop you from hitting that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
RCTA stands for rear cross traffic alert. So when you're in, you know how that one works? Yeah. Beautiful. I promise you I'm almost done. But in this vehicle you have a heated button for the rear hatch, heated steering wheel, heated windshield wipers, and then automatic flicking high beams, so if those are engaged, it'll flick them on and off for you. And lastly here you do have the JBL sound system in this vehicle.
Nice.
But was there...
Sounds real good.
Yes.
Okay.
One thing I did want to mention now, so you'll see these in here. What these are, if ever you want to remove your roof rack crossbars, there's little divots in the roof rails where they go. These are meant to go over that so it looks flush. So it still looks nice. Alright. And then this here is just a fast charging kit for the vehicle. But did you have any questions that I didn't go over?
Every what? 10,000 oil change? Is that it? Is that how it goes? Okay.
Yes. Keep in mind, because the car makes it a little confusing. It definitely confused me when I got into a new Toyota at first. So every 5,000 miles, it's going to tell you it's time for maintenancing. But one of the times it's going to be like a tire rotation or something like that. And then the next time, the next 5,000, you'll go in for your oil change. So the car will prompt you to bring it in for maintenance every 5,000 miles.
Okay, cool. All right. So how do you like it, Mama?
Like it, love it.
You like it, love it. Okay. So I think that's about it, right?
Perfect. Is it something you wanted to drive before we looked at numbers or anything?
Go get it.
I think I get used to it.
They drive very well.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be pretty easy for you to get used to, considering your Ascent's bigger.
Yeah.
And then, is the Ascent something you planned on using as a trade-in?
Not really.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So basically, I have one more question.
Of course.
Deliver it?
So, are you folks in Reno?
Yeah, it's just like 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Of course, yeah. After we're done with everything, if you'd like, I can literally drive this right to your house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I would do it myself. I have no problem helping you out. Yeah, of course. It's easy.
Yeah.
And then there's, of course, no additional charge to that. I'll just do it myself. So.
Oh, thank you, Michael.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate your help.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay. And This one has a first aid kit, right?
Yes, that was, I saw it
It's right over there.
on the back of the seat.
Nice. That's about it, I think. Q charger. All of the all-weather. Oh, these are heated seats, right?
Yes, those are heated seats. The switches for the heated seats are right there, and your all-weather mats are in the white box in the back. And when once we agree to the numbers and I bring it back to detail, they'll lay out the mats, give the car a wash, and yep, perfect right now.
So that's what I was like waiting for. Okay, now, so now once it turns on the engine, it's charging the battery.
Exactly,
right?
And the reason it does that is because it doesn't want your battery to get too low, so it keeps it at a certain mileage. And you'll notice that even if you're driving, for example, and I used to own a hybrid, and when I would go up to Sacramento, going uphill, it's going to eat a lot of that energy. At one point in time, it cuts off the hybrid aspect of it until your battery's charged up enough to go again, so that way it doesn't get too low. And the really nice thing about the RAV4 is you have, if not the exact same engine, a very similar engine in the hybrid model, so you're not going to lose any power. This vehicle, the RAV is actually one of the best vehicles to own as a hybrid because of the fact that they have the same engine regardless.
Nice, okay. This one has a 2.5, right?
Yes.
Oh, this one is bigger than my engine.
Really?
Mine has a 2.4, but it has a turbo though.
Oh,
so it's kind of like, you know, kind of like quick, kind of like that. But I already looked in reviews. They said that, you know, this is like almost is the same. So I was like, I'm not really, you know, not really too into fasting. I have kids.
Fair enough. I totally understand that.
Right? Okay.
Awesome.